Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie Super Sonic and Super Shadow from Jakks Pacific. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. Here is the box for the Super Sonic and Super Shadow Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Light Up 2-Pack. You can see the figures right here, and Shadow is game-accurate colors, Sonic is game-accurate colors, and we have Shadow, Tails, Knuckles, Sonic, the logo, more logos, Jakks Pacific over here, and Try Me over there. On the top, we have a box window over here with the logo and the Light Up 2-Pack over there. On the bottom, we have all the legalese you'll ever need and a barcode in case you're trying to find it at Target right over here. Of course, my favorite render of Shadow on the side, as well as a Try Me tab, Light Up 2-Pack, and the logo with Jakks over there. And on the other side, the eyes of Shadow the Hedgehog, the logo, Light Up 2-Pack, Jakks, couple legalese things over here, and the Try Me tab over there. And on the back, we have Super Sonic, Super Shadow with some really cool renders of them right over here. I love how they look on there, as well as the rest of the figures in the wave light up over there. Now let's take a look at these two and see what's inside. Taking a look at Super Sonic over here, I love the light up additions to the back of his head. They look so nice. Even without the light up function on, these still give him power, a powerful feeling. It's wonderful. They look so nice back here. And on the back of the head, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quills. I noticed people in my other review, by the way, thank you for all the views on that, saying there was quills missing. I'll check that out once I get to the comparison part of the video. Getting a little closer, the red eyes look very nice, but they could be a little bit redder. I think they're a little dark here, I would say. The nose is really nice, and the mouth is pretty on point. The fur sculpt, once again, phenomenal and beautiful looking. I love how this all looks, and it's pieced together pretty well. A couple cracks here and there with the seams, but it's nice overall from a distance. And of course, the ears are painted pretty well. They look very nice in there also. And while we won't get to the function yet, we do have a swivel over here that does stop at this point right over here around that, so we'll leave it on that. The body we've seen before. It does have the button right over here like the previous light up Sonic. The arms are nice, as well as the gloves, and the quills in the back and the tail are wonderful. And the screw on the back, as well as the superness of the figure, reminded me that we do not have Super Mecha Sonic from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so give that to us, Jakks, please. And for articulation, you do have up pretty far, down pretty far. You have an all the way around. No butterfly joint though, because of all the wiring inside the body for the lights. You get a swivel on top over here, as well as a swivel on bottom that's hard to see at least, and you do get an elbow going up pretty nicely actually. And for the hand, you do get opening as well as closing over here, and a swivel kind of, as well as up and down, working out really nicely for this. And the legs are your same old Sonic legs, but hey, they work really nicely, so it ain't broke, don't fix it. What the heck are these? Why are there two of them on the back? That's weird. The sculpting on the fur and socks look very nice, and the shoes are pretty good. Kind of bad, honestly, though, on this one. That's a shame. And for articulation, you can do splits really far out. You can go up pretty nicely and back pretty nicely on this, and then all the way back pretty well, I gotta say, with a swivel over here, swivel over here. Not really much of a swivel down here. There is a pivot, though, as well as a down and a up, and then Pegos bottom of the feet with some really great treads that I love. And now to show off the light up effects for this light up Super Sonic. I love how the head glows. It looks so nice. The little vents in the head really help this thing shine. I think this works even better than the Light Up Sonic and Light Up Shadow from the previous 4-pack. This looks wonderful, beautiful, and basically perfect. Super Sonic stands at about 5 1/4, 5.5 inches tall or so. Here's Light Up Super Sonic next to the regular Sonic, as well as the Light Up Sonic, and they look really nice together, honestly. I still do like the articulation of this one, much better than these. You get way more, but the light up function is actually pretty special and really awesome for these. Here's Light Up Super Sonic next to Tails and Angry Tails, and I'd be angry too if I wasn't light up. Sorry, buddy. They do look really nice in scale with each other, and I love the differentiation in color between Tails and Super Sonic over here. The darker color and the brighter color is so nice. Here's Light Up Super Sonic next to Knuckles and Robotnik. They do look nicely in scale with each other. I like the little bit of red too we have shared with these two. It's nice. But I gotta say, we need to eventually get a light up Knuckles, don't we? I'd love to see it. Purple or red, whatever color, please give me, Jakks. And also, I'd love to see a light up Robotnik from the end of Sonic 2. All black suit, take out the articulation, add some green lights. It would be phenomenal here. Here is light up Supersonic next to Shadow and light up Shadow over here. They look really nice together, pretty much in scale, and I can't wait to review the other Shadow in just a bit. And here is Supersonic next to light up Supersonic, as well as the 2.5-inch Supersonic from the past. And they all look really nice together, but I think this one's my favorite by a little bit. The color is somewhat wrong-ish, but the glow and shine of it is unmatched. And this one, I don't know why I still have it, I just keep it as a painful memory of the past. It's kind of like the model of the original first trailer Sonic. Yeah, I'm keeping this one, I guess. But I gotta say, it's a great year for for Supersonics all around. Jakks Pacific, great job. And yeah, those of you saying that Supersonic in his 2.5-inch form does not have 6 quills, you are absolutely correct. There's 7 on the light up one, 7 on the regular one over here, and on these two, there's just 6. So I'm guessing that they reused this model for this one, and for this one, they didn't even have a Supersonic model to reference. They just put 6 in the back and called it a night. But even still, I think these are some great figures. But a shadow is cast in the light right after this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. We've all speculated, guessed, made rumors, and tried to figure out if Sonic and Shadow are going to go super in this movie at the end, and all signs, including this one, point to yes. I'm just so happy they pulled it off. They got the color right. Everyone was complaining about the Jakks figure being off, and this one is really on. The detail is immaculate. All the stripes in the head are painted really nicely. Super well done to points over there, too. There's a little bit of red on the figure in places. I can easily just scratch that off and take care of that in a way, but it's something to note. The little pieces of translucent plastic are so nicely done on this, especially on the back. It's wonderful and looks gorgeous. What is that back there? Ew. I may have to do some cleaning on this figure a little bit, but for now, it just looks really nice, I gotta say, from the front mostly. The eyes are very nicely done in that really nice bright red I love. The sneer is excellent. The nose is painted really well, and the red around the eyes is nice too. The sculpt is immaculate. I love the fur. It looks phenomenal everywhere, and they did a great job for this one, especially considering they probably had some models they could use and they toned it down. It's just great. And for articulation, the head does swivel left and right over here. There is a stopping point at this point and that point. No real pivot or anything else, but man, what a great head here. The body is basically the same as the light up Shadow that we've previously seen. I do love how this looks. However, some of the colors are kind of muted here. These pieces could be brighter. I think it might take away from this, but from the front it doesn't. So have these be brighter and stand out a little bit more, especially compared to this sort of similar color here. Shadow being a dark color lets these stand out, but now that he's a brighter color, these don't stand out as much. It's kind of a shame. You do get brighter color to the back though, but you had that screw there. And it's the same sculpting as the previous Shadows we've seen with the 3 quills back here, the tail. It's all really nice though. I do love the red back here. It's a big highlight. And while we won't go over the function just yet, this button is kind of far away from this side over here. I don't like the cracks and craggles. The black hit it a little bit better on the previous one, but now it can't be hidden. It just looks a little bad to me in a way. Don't get me wrong, I love having this character, but they could have done a little bit of tweaking to make this a better piece. And for articulation, we do get an up pretty far, a down pretty far, a swivel up here, a swivel down here as well at the elbow, and an up pretty far at the elbow too, as well as a swivel all the way around over here, and up pretty far and down pretty far, and up and out on the hand and down. And the legs are the same as pretty much every other Shadow we've seen. They're better though, and hopefully they won't break or crack or anything like the other ones did. Again, the colors are pretty muted here. I'm not a fan. It's kind of more of a deeper pink than a red. These take up that mantle though, being red over here. And I guess that's intentional. They want to bring attention to the fact that he has some red highlights on him, I guess, to complement this over here. I don't know, it's a weird design. The sculpt on the shoes is amazing as well. I do love how they're done. This is like 3rd or 4th pair, and just keep them coming. I love these air shoes. I just wish they were a little bit brighter, that's all. And for articulation, the legs do move out really far and in. They do move up pretty far and back a little bit nicely, as well as a swivel over here and a swivel at the knee, and no swivel down here as well. The knee does hinge back nicely and forward, as well as a down and a up and a pivot that's really wide for the legs, as well as peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And jet boosters. Do not forget the jet boosters. I love how they look, and this is just super great. And now to show off the light up function on Super Shadow. It's all done in yellow, just like Super Sonic. It looks really awesome, and I love how it makes his eyes emanate and glow. It's just a wonderful little effect, and it's so cool how it's done. Bravo, Jakks, you did a great job with this one. I can't wait to see more light-up figures, Jakks. That'd be great. Super Sonic stands at about 5¼ inches taller, so. Here's Super Shadow next to the two regular Sonics, the normal one and the light-up one, and I never noticed this one had sort of a cockeye. That's pretty interesting. While I do prefer this type of button, I do like the aesthetic of this button more, although holding the figure just sets it off, so that's a shame. Here's Super Shadow next to Tails and Angry Tails, and yes, once again, I would be angry too if I couldn't go super. Just give us a light up Tails, Jakks! But even more egregious is that we do not have a light up Knuckles. This is just our regular Knuckles, as well as a light up Master Emerald Robotnik. This is our regular Robotnik. I wouldn't mind them going back in a few years and giving us these characters in light up form. We definitely deserve it. A Sonic 2-pack, maybe? That'd be great with the light-up Tails, maybe? I don't know. But they all do look really nice, especially the red popping out on Super Shadow, as well as the reds on these characters. It's just wonderful. I love it so much. And here is Super Sonic and Super Shadow next to the video game versions of Super Sonic. The classic Super Sonic right over here, and the modern Super Sonic with the glow from the Team Sonic 3-pack. And while this one looks kind of like this one, and this one looks kind of like this one, these are more of a yellow than a gold as seen over here. And here's a comparison you've probably been wanting to see: the video game versions of Super Sonic and Super Shadow next to their movie counterparts. And I gotta say, it looks pretty cool to me. We have more accurate colors for Super Sonic than Super Shadow over here, and correcting this would be a great plus for not only Jakks, but the community at large. This Super Shadow was in a wave that was pretty much unheard of and unseen by and large, so getting this one and even this one corrected would be great for the collectors community, but also for Jakks. That would sell like hotcakes. And here is light up Super Shadow next to all the Super movie characters we have so far: the Super Sonic in 5-inch, Super Sonic in 2.5-inch, light up Super Sonic in 5-inch, and the 2.5-inch Super Sonic that is all made of rubber and is horrible. And I really love this color. I wish this one could be done in that color, but it would be too confusing with Shadow with the same kind of coloration. I do appreciate and like it. Maybe he could have had this kind of color, I don't know. But all I have to say right here is this would make a super 5-pack. Overall, too fast, too super. Light up Super Sonic is really great, especially when you use the light up function. Otherwise, it's basically the previous Super Sonic we once knew. I love the light vents on the top and sides of the head. It looks great whether on or off. My only gripe about this though is that button on the chest. They could have done that in a less obtrusive way when posing the figure. It just sets it off every time and kind of annoys me. Light up Super Shadow looks amazing. I love what they did with the figure, especially getting the colors right. That's kind of all that mattered to me. However, the colors may be great on the fur. It isn't great on the gloves and the shoes. It just needs to be a bit brighter to catch the eye a bit more, even though I kind of understand where they're coming from. And this Super Shadow at least has a similar issue to the buttons on the light up Sonics. It could be placed differently to make it look better on this figure instead of having a black outline. If you're a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, the third movie, or super characters in general, then you'll love these figures. They're amazing. I would highly recommend getting both of them. They're in a 2-pack. That's how it works, I guess. But really, this is a great 2-pack. Please pick it up. It will probably go fast once the movie is actually released and people figure out, yeah, this is a thing. But make no mistake, these aren't the only super characters here. The other super character is you. So which super figure here is your favorite? Sonic or Shadow? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.